Hi guys, James here, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone's having a great day. In today's video guys, I'm going to be sitting down and talking about all the new makeup releases, the holiday editions, the Black Friday sales, some of the things that I would love to get but I couldn't get because finances are a little tough right now. But yeah, I hope you guys are getting ready for Christmas. I don't do anything for Christmas decoration wise because I don't have anyone at my house and I'm too lazy, and also if it's up, it's staying up. I'm not getting rid of it. So I don't do anything for Christmases, and there is the plane going overhead right now. Alright, now that that's gone, I don't really do much for Christmas. I go to my uncle's, I think this year for Christmas, and we do like a $20 Secret Santa type thing. And just because I've only got one niece that's 2-3 years old, everyone else is over 36 years old, so we don't really do the whole big present thing, but I always do love Christmas lunch. So that's what I'm doing for Christmas. But with that guys, I've been saving a whole lot of different things on my phone, from Instagram, Trend, Mood, everything like that, all the new makeup launches, and I thought I would sit down and talk about all the new ones that have just been released. Now in this video I won't talk about Luna Beauty's newest release, just because I did talk about it in my last video, but besides Luna Beauty I have a lot of things to talk about. So I have my drink here because I know I'm going to be doing a lot of talking. I've got my phone with everything saved. I will also put photos up and videos of all the reels that I'm talking about if there are reels. So I might scooch aside. I'm going to block Snorlax. I'm going to block Snorlax so you can see everything playing next to me. In this video I will do my best with prices as well. If I don't mention it, I will put it on the screen, just because not everything has the prices on their Instagram posts, but I'll do my best. So let's get straight into the video. Alright guys, so let's get straight into it. The first collection or launch we are going to be talking about is from Glaminatrix Cosmetics. Now they are an Australian based makeup brand, an indie brand, and they have 4 new palettes. They are 6-pan eyeshadow palettes. There are 4 of them. There's a green tone one, a blue one, a neutral one, and then like a pinky purple plum shade one. The names of the palettes are Elegant Eyes, Enchanting Eyes, Exquisite Eyes, Elevated Eyes. Okay, I have dyslexia, self-diagnosed, and I also can't say some of the words on this, so I do apologize. In this whole entire video, it's going to be me struggling to read what the Instagram posts and stuff say, but I'm going to do my best. Anyway, there are 4 new eyeshadow palettes. They are magnetic. They say the pans are 22mm pans. The same size as our previous palettes. I don't know if they're talking about the previous palettes from like their other 6-pan palette or one of their full-size palettes. Now this is a 20-pan eyeshadow palette. Is it 18? 1, 2. Yeah, 20-pan eyeshadow palette. It has 6 shimmers in it and it has 14 mattes. Is that right? No, 8 shimmers and 12 mattes. I was like, that's not right. Mathing is not mathing. So that's this palette. This is the Pretty Pastel palette. Now this retails for $65 for 20 shades. And these 6-pan palettes individually retail for $55. And there's 6 pans. And they have 3 shimmers and 3 mattes in them. Math is not mathing for me. I don't really understand. If they're the same pan sizes, why are they $10 different? I don't understand. It's not mathing for me. Like, I know everything's going up, cost of living and all that type of stuff, but I don't understand how this is $10 more than a 6-pan eyeshadow palette. Like, it makes no sense. I would love to buy all of these. I love Glaminatrix Shimmer Formula, Matte Formula, but at $55 each, it's unattainable. I can't afford that on a single income. They do say that they have a deal for all 4 you can buy for $200. So that saves you $20. Also, this is in Australian dollars. But I can't understand why these are $55. They are pretty, but there's no way that I'm paying $55 for a 6-pan eyeshadow palette. I did put on my Instagram what palette you would like me to review. I personally would love the green and the blue. The blue I think is winning a little bit over, just because I don't really have like too many blue palettes. I've got rainbow palettes with blue shades, but I don't really have just a blue palette except the ColourPop one. But I do have quite a few green ones. So I think if I was going to buy it, I would like the blue one. But for me, I can't justify paying $55 for a £6 eyeshadow palette plus probably $20 shipping. So it's going to cost me $75 for a £6 eyeshadow palette. In my mind, I can't make that work. So I'm going to pass on that, but I really do love the brand and I really do want all of these. Maybe not the neutral, at least the green, the blue, and maybe the plum. But definitely the green and the blue. But I'm passing still. Alright, so that's the first one. Also, I do have a plane going overhead. The next one we're talking about is Jeffree Star. Now, a lot of people don't love Jeffree Star, all the controversy and stuff like that. I still personally don't really know what he's done. All these racist accusations. I don't really understand how he can be a racist. Maybe in the time, but he has explained why he did like the comedy sketches because his friend who was African American and a person of color asked him to play this character, to play a character for a skit on MySpace. So he was acting. Not that I'm saying it's okay, but we got to remember Robert Downey Jr. played blackface in a comedy role for Tropic Thunder, I think, and he was praised and he's not cancelled at all. And there's a lot of other people who played comedy roles, even recently, where they could say things, but because it was part of acting in a comedy role, they're okay. So he was doing that and he's explained it, not saying it's okay, but he wasn't saying it just to say it. And then there are other times where he has said racist things, and they have been on the street where he's been attacked physically and verbally, and he was just frustrated and angry and was saying things. He also has admitted that he had anger problems and didn't deal with situations properly. He has a lot of people of colour working for him, and he also uses a lot of people of colour in his videos, but also in his advertising campaign. And I know he actually pays thousands of dollars for those models in his advertising campaigns, like thousands of dollars, a lot more than a lot of other advertising campaigns pay. So just note that he's not all bad. He's done things 15, 20 years ago when MySpace was MySpace. That was when I was in primary school, high school, which was 20 plus years ago. So anyway, I'm not saying it's justified, but I still don't really understand what he's done right now in the last 5 years that everyone hates him for. But anyway, that's just my point. I'm not buying this collection that he's just launched. He's just launched the 10th anniversary of his makeup line, and for that he's just released the gold-blooded artistry collection. The palette has 18 highly pigmented and versatile shades in metallic gold hues, vivid shimmers, rich brown tones, enchanting deep shades and pops of colour. Now, I personally don't like this eyeshadow colour story. I'm not a huge fan of gold shimmers or gold or yellowy toned mattes too much, especially gold tones. It doesn't work in my skin tone. I can never seem to get it to work. So I wouldn't buy this collection. But I do love his lip gloss formula. I love his setting powders. I love his concealers. I haven't tried any of his products for a long time. But I actually think I'm going to, because I actually don't think he's done anything wrong, in my opinion. I just kind of jumped off Jeffree Star because everyone else did. But now that I think about it, well, why? Like, what did he do wrong? So I might actually pick some stuff up in the future from his brand. But please let me know respectfully in the comments down below if you like Jeffree Star. If you don't like him, tell me what he's done. If I've missed something, please let me know. But do it in a respectful way, because I don't want any hate comments or anything like that targeted towards me. I might just be completely clueless and not know exactly what happened. But his collection has a lot of different things. I did actually... Do I have more screenshots? Thought I did. I don't know where they are. Okay, my phone's playing up. Let me quickly just go on Jeffree Star's website and see, because this is not working for me on my phone. Jeffree Star. Jeffree Dahmer keeps coming up. Oops. Alright, we've got the collection. The whole bundle retails for $328. That is a saving from $386 in US dollars. It is available now. It has the eyeshadow palette I told you about. It has a 6-pan highlighter palette, which I think for people of color would love this highlighter palette, because it has some very deep tones, gold tones, and it probably has one wearable tone for like people of me, skin tone wise. But definitely a beautiful palette for people of color. It has 3 liquid highlighters, and it also has 4 lip oils, which are really pretty, and also has 6 new velvet liquid lipstick shades. I never really liked his liquid lipstick formula, the velvet one. I just didn't like the formula. I love his lip gloss formulas. I didn't really like the liquid highlighters. They never really worked for me. And I've never really loved any liquid highlighters. So not just Jeffree Star, just any in particular. I love a powder or like a dewy balm finish. Not really the liquid highlighters. The eyeshadow formulas from when I actually used to play with Jeffree Star's eyeshadows, I really love it. So I'm sure the eyeshadow formula is great. But for me, I'm going to pass on this one. Let me quickly just... Oh, what's happened? Let me actually just tell you the prices for the individual shades. So the liquid highlighters are $20 each. The eyeshadow palette is $52 for 18 shades. The liquid lipsticks are $22 each, and then the actual highlighter palette itself is $40, which is actually very reasonable because his highlighter shades, the pan sizes are huge. You'll never ever run out of that. And then he has a whole lot of like mirrors and stuff like that and makeup bags. For right now, I'm going to pass on that collection. Oh, my phone is playing up. I don't know why. Alright, my phone's back to normal. The next thing we're talking about is from Cleona Cosmetics. I don't really know how to say it. I do actually have one eyeshadow palette from them. This is a collaboration with Bad to the Brow. I don't really know who she is, but she is a content creator, I think, on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. And they did this beautiful 9-pan multi-chrome and dimensional eyeshadow palette. Very, very pretty. I think it's an all shimmer palette. I'm just watching the reel, which I will put on screen for you. It looks like it's an all shimmer multi-chrome eyeshadow palette, which I love. I have so many mattes. I would actually love just a multi-chrome shimmer palette. One that's bigger than 9 pans because I think you need more colors. But this is a beautiful eyeshadow palette. Now, it's quite expensive. Let me try and put the price up on screen. They didn't have the price up of it before. It might have one now. No, it says it's just launching on the 29th at 3 p.m. Oh, sorry, they do have the price on it. It is $89.99 Canadian, approximately $64 US. So it's probably going to cost me about $120 to get to me with shipping and the actual palette itself, just because US dollars, if it's $64, it's probably about $65 Australian, and then with the shipping of $20 or $30, it's probably going to cost around $120, $130 for a 9-pan eyeshadow palette. I cannot justify that, even if it is just a full palette of multi-chromes and shimmers, which is more expensive to make than mattes. I can't justify that. The next item we are going to be talking about is from Cosmic Brushes. Now, I was going to buy their mystery box, their Halloween or holiday mystery box, which came out 3 weeks ago. It was £80, which is about $130 Australian, because the pounds is very strong to the Australian dollar. And then that would probably cost me another $20 in shipping, so it'd be like $150. That's very expensive. I'm glad I didn't, because I did watch people's reveals, and the eyeshadow palette for me wasn't something I would love. I don't really love red tone eyeshadow palettes, shimmers or mattes, and that was full of that. It did have some smoky grey tones in it, but I already have a full grey eyeshadow palette, which I actually just filmed with before this video, so go check that out if you want to see like a grey smoky tone blue look. So I'm glad I didn't get this palette, because half the shades are red. I wouldn't play with that, and the grey tones I already have. So I pass on that, but they do actually just have this new launch, which is 'Tis the Season palette. It has 20 shades in it, and Cosmic Brushes, their shimmers are phenomenal. Beautiful shimmers. Their mattes are really pretty. I've watched a lot of makeup tutorials using a lot of their palettes. I personally want to pick up the blue one, and there's a green one that I want to pick up, and then I kind of want to pick this one up. It does have some purplish red tones, but there's only 2. The rest are all greens and purples and some neutrals, which I love. So I do kind of want to pick this up, but I think I'll wait until it's on sale, because it's expensive to get to me. It's a beautiful eyeshadow palette though, really pretty. I think it does also have some lipsticks with it. Yeah, it has some lipsticks as well. The lip shades are £10 each. It says the full collection is £45. But I don't know if that's the eyeshadow palette and the lipsticks, or if that's just the lipsticks as a bundle. It's not really saying. Oh, okay, so the Black Friday deal is £45 for the whole collection, available individually with a value of £72. So I guess the whole collection would normally be £72. I think. Anyway, I'm going to pass on this palette and this collection. It's a beautiful palette, but I think I really want to pick up the blue eyeshadow palette and the green one over this one, because the blue one is like an icy blue winter wonderland, and I love that palette. So I'm going to pick that up eventually when I've got the funds. The next item we are talking about is Sarian. It is their new crystal jelly glaze sticks, and there are 6 shades. These all look really, really pretty. They retail for $7.99. I think that's US, so it's probably going to be about $11, $12 each. They actually look really, really pretty. There are 3 neutral shades. There's the gold one, which is not really my favorite. I'm not really loving gold. There is like this whitish but also green tint one that looks pretty. And then the one that I really, really want is the rosy gem one. No, lilac luster. I think it's lilac luster. Very, very pretty. It's the one that has like the pink and blue purple reflex in it. You will see it in the pictures that I post up, and you'll know exactly which one I'm talking about. Very pretty. I would only pick up one. I've never actually tried anything from this brand because there was a whole lot of like controversy about not paying their staff well and treating them like shit. I have seen a lot of things that I want to try, but I never bit the bullet. This is something I would buy, but I don't want to just buy one individual item that's going to cost me like $12 and then probably $20 in shipping. I just can't justify that in my head. So I'm going to pass on this for now. But if there's a launch in the future that I love and I want to get, and then this one shade's available, I'm going to throw that in at the same time and buy it. But for now, I'm going to pass on it. But very affordable, $8, very affordable. Next we're talking about is the Melt Cosmetics Fatally Yours 2 collection, which is collaboration with Bailey Sarian. I think I'm saying her name. She has a very successful, very big YouTube following, and Instagram and TikTok as well, where she actually does her makeup and talks about murder mysteries that were unsolved or solved in the late 18, 19, 1600s, all of that type of stuff. So she's fantastic to watch. I will link her down below so you guys can go check her out. But she does very detailed makeup, beautiful makeup skills, but also very detailed stories of these murder mysteries and explaining what happened to the person and all these mysteries. So go check her out. This is her second collaboration. She did do one earlier in the year. This is a beautiful collection. I'm going to pass on it just because it has some reddish tones into it, but it is a beautiful, beautiful collection. The collection does have the Fatally Yours eyeshadow palette, 4 lipsticks, a Saint lip gloss, Temp Metal Eye Duochrome eyeshadow gel, Scarlet gel liner, Please blush, the BB lashes, Fatally Yours cuff clutch, and Fatally Yours mirrors. Now, as I was reading that, you would have seen the collection in the reel that I posted. The mirror looks really pretty. I actually like the mirror. I do actually like Melt's eyeshadow formula and also Melt products, especially the blushes. Amazing. I've got 2 blushes that I absolutely love, the cream one. I think this is more of a, I think it's a powder blush. It just says Perfect Pink Blush, which is a beautiful pink. But I think it's a powder. Yeah, it looks like a powder because it's got like glitter reflexes in it, and I don't think a cream blush would have that. So that's a pretty blush. Maybe I'll pick that up in the future. I really do love Melt blushes. The eyeliners, I'm not really a big fan of eyeliner, so I'd pass on that. The lashes look really nice. The eyeshadow palette looks really pretty. I think there are 1, 2, 3 shimmers and the rest matte. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 shades in the eyeshadow palette. There are 3 shimmers and the rest are mattes. There is 1 dark red shade, which I would never play with. There is a gold shimmer, which I'd never play with. There is a grey, which I already have. There is a black, which I already have. There is a silver shimmer in it and like a reddish shimmer. I would not play with the red one. The silver, I've got so many. So I don't think I need the eyeshadow palette itself. I actually don't need any of it. I keep saying I need it, but I don't. But I'm really excited for her because I absolutely love her as a person and I love watching her videos and I think she's so talented. And I'm just so happy that she got a second collaboration. So that's really cool. I'm going to pass on it, but congratulations to her. Oh, actually, there is one lipstick that I actually did take a screenshot of because I love this lipstick. I did say in my last video, I did a like greyish smoky blue tone eye look, but I didn't have any lipsticks to go with that eye look, so I just used like a brown lipstick. I did say I need a cool tone greyish lipstick to go with my future greyish smoky tone looks. And when I saw this lipstick the next day, I was like, this is the lipstick I needed for that video. It is in the shade Muted Grey. It says it's perfect for mixing with other lipsticks to create custom cool tones. It is a beautiful, beautiful lipstick. I put a photo up of that shade because that is one shade I would like to add to my collection. And then the last brand we're talking about is from Glamlight. Now, Glamlight has blocked me on their socials, but I have another account they don't know about, so I can still see their posts. And the one we're talking about is the World of Willy Wonka. This is a brand new launch. It is beautiful. Their packaging is outstanding. I've got to say, Glamlight does the best packaging in the world, theme-wise and just aesthetic-wise as well. I love it. It has a lot. So I'm going to put some photos up of the whole collection, and then I'm going to put some close-up of the actual palettes and stuff like that as I talk about it. The first item is the Wonka Bar palette. That retails for $25.50. It does have on the post with brackets with a 25% discount code. So I think if it didn't have the discount code, it would be like $30, which is still very, very affordable. And I'm looking at the photo of the palette. It does have 18 shades in it, and the actual shades look very pretty. I want the purple side of the palette. The warm neutrals are okay, but I wouldn't really play with that. The gold shimmer, I wouldn't play with it. But the purples, I would definitely play with it. I kind of want this palette. Even though this brand has blocked me, I still want the palette. So the palette looks really good. I might pick that up. The Wonka Golden Egg Sponge, well, I don't need the sponge, so I probably wouldn't pick that up, but that does retail for $6, again with a discount code, which probably makes it about $7.50 without the discount code. The Wonka Lip Kit, $16.50. The lip kits I'm going to pass on. It's just a warm tone brown liquid lipstick, lip liner, and lip gloss from the looks of it. I'm going to pass on that. It does have a Violet Bubblegum Lip Care Duo, $12 with the discount code, so about $15 without discount code. I think that's more of a lip scrub from what I can tell. Yeah, it's more of a lip scrub. I'm going to pass on that. Then we've got the Wonka Golden Ticket Highlighter Palette. Now that's a duo and it's really pretty. I actually kind of want that. Do I want it? Because I do have a Glamlight highlighter and it's kind of glittery, which I don't really use as much as what I thought I would. Now, I'll pass on the highlighter palette. I'd pass on that. It does retail for $13.50 with the discount code, so again, probably about $16 without discount code. I love Glamlight, but the problem is with Glamlight, if I buy directly from their website, the shipping is very expensive to get here to Australia. I think the shipping costs about $50 to $60, which makes no sense, especially if I'm only buying the eyeshadow palette, and that retails for $30 without discount code. I'm paying double for just the shipping. So I'm going to pass on actually buying from Glamlight, but if Glamlighter gets this collection, I will buy the eyeshadow palette because I do like the eyeshadow palette. I have to say that Glamlight's eyeshadow formula, shimmers and mattes are amazing. I have to give that to them, but I'm only going to buy the palette from this collection. But I do have to say, again, Glamlight's killed it with packaging. So I am going to pick up the palette, but nothing else from this collection. And that, guys, is everything that I have saved and wanted to talk about in this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's going to be a long one because all I'm doing is talking and it takes me a while to get everything out that I need to say in my head. Please let me know if you picked up any of the items that I've talked about in this video. And please let me know your thoughts on Jeffree Star and any of the other brands I've mentioned. And also, if you tried any of these products, please let me know how you found them. And with that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and also check out my Instagram and TikTok. And if you have watched this video, please let me know in the comments down below if you like these types of videos, because I'm more than happy to do more in the future. With that, guys, stay safe and I'll see you later. Bye.